So Macy Barber's getting ready to fight Grosso. And Macy Barber, I love everything about her. I love everything about the way she markets. I do not feel like she has ever had a miss. And I also do not believe that she is one of these geniuses that sits down and strategizes. I think it's all an accident. Which might be a bigger compliment. But Macy Barber, of course, is the one who came out and told everybody I'm going to be the youngest UFC champion ever, which, by the way, gives myself 2 years. And as long as I have it within 2 years, I will have surpassed John Jones's record. And then she won. And then she won again. And then she won again. And as sure as night follows day, she eventually stubbed her toe against Roxanne Modafferi. But had that not happened, Macy would fight for a title before that day came and went. She just did too good a job of building the story. And she also gave everybody a heads up, including Dana. If you don't like it, put somebody in here to beat me. If you don't do that, then I'm expecting a title shot by this day. I mean, it was a story that was working. And she would have got that fight. But now Macy Barber has come in. You know what? I got to tell you a quick Macy story. I was talking to her on the desk of ESPN. She had a fight. She came up and she was doing this spiel. I'm going to be the youngest champion ever. I'm going to surpass John Jones. That gives myself 14 months. I mean, she was working in this storyline. But now she's working it live on ESPN. Right? I mean, you see the effectiveness to this. And I said, Macy, I love it. And she looked at me and she said, why? And we were on live TV, but she was very sincere. I saw the look in her eye and I heard it in her tone. She was very sincere when I paid her the compliment and said, I love that you're doing this. She said, why? She was challenging me, who was agreeing with her. But I could tell it was sincere. I answered the question. I said, Macy, because nobody has the courage that you have. Nobody has the courage like Babe Ruth to walk on the mound and say, that is where I'm going to put the ball. And if I don't, I look like a fool. That's where the courage comes in. If I do, I'm a superstar. If I don't, I look like a fool in front of the world. Except you. You are coming out, you are calling your shot, you are doing exactly what you say you're going to do, which makes you extremely vulnerable, Macy. And the fact that you have the courage at 19 years old to do is why I like it. And she thanked me. She said, thank you. She wanted the answer to her question, but she's doing it now. She's getting ready to fight in a co-main event, okay, pay-per-view. And she's saying, after I win this fight, I am then going to fight Joanna Calderwood. Now, that's a problem if you're Joanna Calderwood. Because if Macy is saying this in the pre-press conference, she's got me over here repeating it now. She goes in, takes care of business with Grosso, grabs the microphone and calls you. If she stays very consistent, that's going to be a problem. Because right now, it looks as though UFC and company would like Calderwood to fight the Bullet. But Calderwood, by process of elimination, believes she's going to get the Bullet, not because she's done a damn thing to make anybody interested in that fight. And it's not interesting. I think that it is the right fight to make. I see where that works out on paper. I think the Calderwood story of stepping in, getting beat, having to come back, I think the whole thing, I think that you could package up and tell the story. But there's very few of you that even know what I just alluded to because nobody's done a good job of telling the story. And frankly, it's not my job or anybody else's. It's Joanna's job. And it's Valentina's job. And Lord knows Vantila isn't going to do her job. And now we know that Calderwood's not doing it. You see where this becomes a problem, right? If Macy Barber is calling her out, goes and gets a win of a co-main event, sticks to the script, when the boys get back into the office and they start thinking about trying to make a fight for a Valentina Shevchenko and the whole world is talking about Macy versus Calderwood, how do you put Calderwood versus Valentina? Valentina hasn't called for and never will. But Calderwood hasn't done anything to build an interest in Valentina. Calderwood's not going to do anything to build an interest or an anti-interest in Macy. She's not going to do a damn thing. Those girls don't know what they're doing, but Macy does. And Macy says she wants to fight Calderwood. And if she says it on pay-per-view on Saturday, she's likely going to be fighting her because look at the problem that will have been created. Not only are we not going to give Macy the fight that she wants, but we're going to give the fight that she wants, who is Calderwood, to somebody else who has no interest in fighting her. I mean, do you see where this becomes a problem? Of course you're stuck with, well, then who do we have fight Valentina? Who cares? Valentina doesn't care. Calderwood hasn't done enough to make anybody else care, but Macy has. I just want you guys to observe this. I can't prove to you she would have got the title shot. I'm right. Roxanne had other ideas. Story didn't go that way. So hear me out on this one, and Grasso's got to get in the way of it. But it also begs, is that a good spot for Macy to be in? Should Macy be looking at what is next? And you know what? There's no wrong answer to that. Some people need to be absolutely laser focused, and other athletes, it's paralysis by analysis. The more I sit and focus and think about something, I just freeze up, tense up, and I don't go out there and move. I think Macy's letting us in on her mindset, which is, no, I got to be thinking about other things at once. Great, no problem. I'm here to talk to you about the marketing aspect. I have not seen Macy Barber miss yet. If she beats Grasso and she sticks to the script, she's going to be fighting Calderwood. That I am calling now.